What now?
No.
Ready?
Stop!
You! Zorba. So it was you behind the attack?
Indeed it was. I killed the prince, though he died all too easily. And the odd thing was, his aura felt awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
Do you have any idea what Luis is really scheming? If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What did you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory. Here, at his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Bastard! I wondered why you ran away. But it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes. All right, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Is there another one?
We'll do this together! Hold nothing back! Let's do this!
Youth ninja! Too much witness our strength! I must ninja! Some darker arts.
I shall do my best. I'll retake my fullest power. Allow me to support you.
Much thanks.
I'm obliged.
Shield! We've got to do something about those apples!
I see your game.
Let me handle those apples. All right. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there! Allies, together!
Not let justice prevail! No. Join with me!
We'll combine our strength!
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness!
Flare!
You hit their weakness!
Ninja!
That's your opening, Captain!
Rancor!
Here I go!
This means I can do this!
Cerberus! For all that we strive for! This won't do. Huh! Take this! Let's go. You better be. Let's work together. Strike true.
Not bad, if I say so myself.
Not bad at all.
I shall rise to the occasion.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
I'm better and stronger. The bastard got away!
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. Will not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can...
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right. Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
We fight him together.
Yes. By our efforts with...
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
Looking forward to the victory song.
Well, we've got bigger things to worry about now. But I can't wait to sing it.
You... Your mother. She loved your father. And you, with all her... But listen well. Once you leave... After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind.
Thank you.
Our final battle lies ahead. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory.
But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Stay beside me forever.
Wow. When you put it like that, you're gonna make me blush. But thanks.
The mystical fairy, your tempered bond by the great...
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us, and I'm gonna lead the way.
When things get tough, remember this magic. By the way, the chiefess told me something. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. The part we're reading today is the last chapter. The last chapter. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. Yet, as a utopia is not the creation of a single mind, the last part sounds a little... However, even a utopia may one day fray at the edges. What is a true utopia? What is a true... So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. Lady Clueday mentioned the king was a real idealist, that little by little. The pains of reality. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be... But...
Right.
You've got the power to change the... And that's what I'm going to help you with.
I saw what happened. As far as I know, there is no record of you, an archetype whose existence was only theoretical. Known to some scholars, I once said that to be elder was your inescapable fate. However, magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety, and archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations. So then, what do you think?
The foremost fate. Not...
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies. Do you understand? Not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as that is what it truly means to be a hero. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes...
Indeed.
Yes. I swear I've heard it before. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hot.
If it is answers you...
Are you?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay, all our prep...
All this royalty? It always felt they lived in a different...
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
We can't give up.
Of course. No way we're losing here.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned. Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well...
Let's move.
You see?
Yeah.
After having made so many their arch enemy, Luis, already they head to Grand Trad.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found.
Speaking of which, the voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelmed. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus...
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find...
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the...
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us?
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel. Thought I'd drop in for a word.
Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently, and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be heading directly to His Majesty, the former king, and...
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
Let the final banquet begin.
Come on, any takers? Any bet?
What are you trying to say? You think
Oh no, of course not.
I'll call that bet. All in.
A Sanctus bigwig gambling away his tides? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his...
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along.
Must be tough, being an easy monk. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember?
Oi, churchman! You've seen Count Louis...
An illusion, eh? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he... Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like, he...
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh?
Oi!
What? Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows!
Well, they're probably just as anxious as the rest.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground... Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. What are we about to see?
Ah, the royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, if I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
Thou art elder.
You were not always blind to this country's rot. When you visited our sanctum, I saw and knew the passion in your heart. And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
Oh.
You cannot stop me any longer. Nor can anyone else. Save one lone possibility.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, but they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they...
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Ah! That's why the sky's grown so...
A more aggressive welcome than I expected.
It's useless. Words are cheap.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the distorted his form through strange and terrible magics. But the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored.
Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why ain't His Majesty in the sky
Cause he's an imposter! Just like Count Louis!
Oi! Calm down. At least listen.
And you! Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a Paripus like you, and you spit on him. Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a...
Lady Juno, I can't believe this! I admired you! Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
I don't intend on dying with anyone! Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you!
How dare you strike out at him?
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them up.
This is bad. They really are out for...
Oi! Over here! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run! Now!
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster and...
No, that's not...
I know. It's not true. But true. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. How fares your neighbor? Do you run as... Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless, and they cling to Luis.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that...
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone. And oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the... Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger. Now maybe that outlooks our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety.
Kind of ironic. But we have to do something about it.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let any...
All right.
What now?
All right, then. All right, then.
Hey.
Luis is the only one.
Smash it
Let's
all
move.
to bits! Smash it all to bits!
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece.
Have you changed? You're still the same person, aren't you?
'Tis quite a story, but it deserves explaining.
I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the but under the deception... Still, I mean...
Frankly, I doubt it.
Then what will you do?
But you came to help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even
so, the gulf between us is wider than ever.
Hard luck for the honest knight. Anyway, if there is a key to turning... You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. It's as if they've been collectively drained of this.
You're implying it's Luis's doing? All the eeriness in the sky?
Don't know. But the change in the citizens is certainly on.
On the other hand, it may well be bait for a trap.
Trap or not, we have no other choice.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace, and we'll fight in the ways we can too.
Indeed. Maria's been...
Right.
I'll always believe in you.
Indeed.
We're counting on...
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear.
What to pick?
Oh, it's me.
Oh, hell.
Your Highness.
Come on.
Honestly.
Good night.
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
To all the people...
This voice?
Soon, naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the... I bid thee forget.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle.
Luis has already fortified himself behind the...
Or perhaps...
However disturbing the...
Sky looks proper hellish, or...
Well, he wanted a fair world.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now.
True enough. That's what got our telling I dream. Come to think of it, what do we all stand for, really?
Maybe...
A little broad. I don't really know what everyone's talking about. But everyone who's... Because, you know, you've got all the tribes in your team.
A fair point. It is a hard thing to word, so... forgive my fumbling. But perhaps...
If you keep on believing in what you want...
That's right, love.
I see now.
Best of luck, your heart.
Right.
Well, we'd best keep an eye on... And that won't be the end of things, either. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here.
We've got a few days left. So,